Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. The coronavirus pandemic has put the economy across the country in a state of crisis. And here in the Ozarks, many businesses have been forced to close their doors for a period of time due to stay-at-home orders. While some have been able to reopen, not all have. But some have been able to make ends meet thanks to the Paycheck protection program. Courtney Parcell with State Bank of Southwest Missouri is joining us on the program today. Courtney, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now, Courtney, explain to us what exactly the Paycheck Protection Program is and how it all came about.
Yeah, so the Paycheck Protection Program was born out of the CARES Act, and it's a temporary SBA guarantee loan, and it's designed to provide economic relief to domestic small businesses that are facing hardships during the COVID-19. The PPP essentially incentivizes employers to keep their workers employed, and in simple terms, it's a gift from the government that replaces the paychecks of workers as we go through this crisis. And so as long as borrowers use the funds as intended by the program, 100% of the loan will be forgiven. So, the purpose here really is to replace the money that folks would have made if they could have continued working through this, whether they work for an employer or if they're self-employed. So these funds that go back to the individuals, in turn, get put right back into the economy. So it's the benefit really is not just to one entity or one person.
All right, and we know there are many small businesses here in the Ozarks. It really is the lifeblood of the community for sure. Now, these small businesses are eligible for this assistance. What type of businesses are able to take part in this PPP program?
There are several different categories, and it's been expanded. So there are a lot of areas where people are eligible. And the SBA has specific information and guidance regarding the eligibility, loan calculation, and the loan forgiveness. So we encourage people to begin by visiting the SBA.gov website and then call us. We are happy to walk people through the process.
Now, roughly how many people and businesses have you all at State Bank of Southwest Missouri been able to help since the COVID-19 pandemic began and this program became available?
Yeah, so when this first started, we really expected to maybe help a few hundred people, just being generous even. As it turns out, we've actually helped thousands of people through this program here, specifically here on our community. And as we understand it right now, there's still about $70 to $80 billion left in the program. And, so with this, we've been able to not only help our customers, but we've also helped folks who have never had relationships with us in the past. People who weren't familiar with the bank are now developing relationships, and they're seeing the benefit of working with a community bank. So it's available to so many people across the board. We've helped lawyers, doctors, realtors, contractors, artists, restaurants, churches, landscapers, personal trainers, you name it. I mean, really, like I said, there are so many different categories. So I encourage anyone, if they've got questions, to call us or call your local bank. They're really a great resource. But again, the SBA.gov and the Treasury's website as well has the most reliable, accurate, and up-to-date information.
All right. Now, if these funds were never made available, what kind of hardships would some of those businesses and individuals who have come to you for help with this program, what situation would they be in right now if none of this had been made available?
So, unfortunately, we actually had several customers who had to furlough employees, and through this program, they were able to bring their employees back. So there again, this program is designed to replace the money that people weren't making, and for example, lost or reduced income because of real estate sales, or in the case of realtors, or in the case of contractors, postponed building projects, things like that. So the domino effect is unimaginable. What could happen here? And we're not on the other side of this necessarily. We understand that there are still some challenges to come, but the benefit primarily here is keeping people working, keeping businesses operable, and that's just the first step. And being able to keep people in their jobs, keep people working, and keep money flowing through households and the economy is paramount.
Absolutely, and we all hope everyone here in the Ozarks can make it through this crisis and come out the other end. Courtney Parcell with State Bank of Southwest Missouri. Courtney, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll be back with more Ozarks Tonight right after this.